So I'm watching this series that this girl has. I think her name is Camille. She started a series called Who the Fuck is My Mother? And she started this series because her brother self deleted, right? And his reasoning for doing so, he left a shitload of diaries about the abuse that they endured in their childhood. This abuse is very reminiscent of my own childhood. Camille is one of five children. She's the second of the five children. She had an older sister who was uh, living a dream, doing what she was supposed to be doing within reason, of course, going to school, everything like that. Her mama basically started getting jealous of her and her sister, accusing them of apparently sleeping with her partners. Girl, what? She said she was 14 the first time her mother ever accused her of trying to sleep with her own step parents and stuff. What is wrong with you? When the oldest daughter got to the point where she was working and, going to school and taking care of herself, basically having a sense of self, because they were not allowed to do that. This woman would take their clothes, take their mattress, take their doors, take their take anything that gave them any level of peace or sense of self. When these things no longer worked on the little girl, she started beating them physically. When those things no longer work to break their spirit, she started doing other things, right? So it gets to the point where the oldest daughter says, I can't do this anymore. She physically assaults her daughter to the point where she puts her out in the street with no, barely clothes on and no shoes in snow. So the daughter goes to McDonald's and calls her grandparents and is like, I can't stay here no more. So the mom, I said my mom, the trauma child, the trauma. The mom basically calls the police and basically tries to have the child listed as a runaway and stuff because they're like, she wants the little girl back. You put her out, but you want her back, right? She takes everything out of this little girl's room and makes the whole dang on thing uninhabitable, and then is telling people that she wants her child back. So the police gave her a choice of where she wanted to stay, and she said she wanted to stay with her grandparents. The mom calls the girl's job, tries to get her fired. She pretended to be her own daughter to get her daughter fired from her job. She does all this nonsense. So after a while, the courts allowed the daughter to stay with the grandparents, right? So now this leaves Camille, the girl who's telling the story. The mom sets her sights on her now. She says she was trying to graduate from school. Her mom was intentionally doing stuff to make it so that she couldn't graduate. She turned her siblings against her and told them in the same house they were not allowed to talk to their own sister.